Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Rodgers now on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rodgers now on first down. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Rodgers to throw once more. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 46 yards. And the Packers are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right back to Dobbins on first. Oh, he bowls over him. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Flush to his right. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way, and then try and match his athleticism.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Nick Boyle there to make the grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Rodgers on the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Here we go. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And fighting through, and he's got space. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 44 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. They'll run here with Dobbins. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 27 yards, and the Ravens have taken the lead. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly, as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately
this is caught at the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. On first down, Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Caught by Cobb. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan there to make the grab. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And some space here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 113 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to skip.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Looking deep for Adams. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction. To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions. It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it? You went horoscope on us, David. Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep is off. I'm trying to come up with something. Anything, right? Jackson on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They overload him that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard. And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape. And he wisely will throw that one away. And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum. On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down? Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. This one swung out here to Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The return is Duvernay. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Play action. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Duvernay. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw again on second down, Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. Rodgers now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Robert Tonyan, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. The final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to take another shot here. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And running with power here. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Now Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Play action. It's Jackson. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay there to make the grab. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Second and 10. On play action, Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. Looking deep for Adams. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Rodgers to throw once more. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Rodgers on the keeper. Throw away and incomplete. It's third down and 10.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan, 64 yards. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And that wound up traveling at even 58 yards in the air according to Next Gen stats. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for Baltimore. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. He's to the 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They'll run with Dobbins. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 140 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Second and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Gus Edwards taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score. Ravens 42. Packers 28.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And it's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him. One of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Flush to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And he's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 35. And a really unbelievable play there on fourth and long. On play action, now Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And it's complete to Adams. Touchdown! Davante Adams, 35 yards. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Oh, the return is Duvernay. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Jackson now. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown